Hello everyone, Fluffy here. Um, been needing to talk to y'all since Friday. Um, just wanted to chat a little bit about how I've been doing. Um, I know I had expressed to y'all that I was kind of really suffering from the emotional side of fibromyalgia, and that is true. I've been having a real tough last 2 or 3 weeks. But if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I've been having, with fibro, depression and emotional outbursts, and just that side of fibro is one of the many 200 plus symptoms of fibromyalgia, anxiety, and things really were bad for me. Let's go back. I kind of want to go back to with me and the ex. Things were not good, especially emotionally, and which is what prompted our calling it quits. It was a heated 2 days, and it just ended with her threatening to leave and me always begging her to stay. And I never really discussed that, but calling her on her bluff, because normally I would have begged her to stay, and I just told her, then go. And she's like, what? And I'm like, just pack your shit and go if that's how you feel. And she did. And so it's been hard, especially when you get ugly emails and phone calls and texts. And my daughter would be, Mom, why do you open them? Why do you listen to them? It's what you do, 16 years of being contacted by a person, Anyway, so the split was not as easy as maybe people thought it was for me. Made the best of a situation. Am I glad I'm away from her? Absolutely. Did I get better from being away from her? Absolutely. But then there's that side of it where you miss them. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fibro side of it. How can you have chronic pain, feeling like you have the flu every day, and not get a little anxious or depressed about it? Then fast forward to last year when, Sarge was in and out of the hospital. I didn't have to, but as a friend, I would go and take her. And then my sister got really sick, and they didn't know what was wrong with her. And it was right around that time that the anxiety started getting really bad, and the depression, and just the emotional part of it all. And I would have good days, and on the good days, I would film. And then when Sarge passed away, that was like, the straw. And I'm tired too. I may have to take a nap. So anyway, it was back then that my daughter was concerned for me, because, she was gone. She couldn't be here like she was when I split with the ex. And so she was really concerned, and she's like, Mom, maybe you need to talk to your doctor about getting something for your anxiety. And no, I've been worse and I'm fine. I can handle it. And for the most part, I did. But there were times, and there are times, where I could be watching, and I say a stupid video, a non-emotional video, and just get choked up. So I was pretty much hanging by a thread. And then when Denise moved in, that, caused a lot of physical issues with me, because she has a lot of doctor appointments. And her moving in here it caused drama, let's just say that. And so having to deal with that. And while I told my niece not to worry about it, I've got big shoulders, and I don't want her to worry about it. Just that compiled onto it, and it's just been getting progressively worse. And I tell y'all all the time, be your own advocate, speak up when you need to. There's nothing wrong with needing medication. And so on Friday, I saw my rheumatologist, and we were talking, and she was asking me about the muscle relaxers, and I told her when I take them, they work, but I really didn't want to get past 2 pills, which is only like half of what I can take. And I only got a second refill, and that was only because I was halfway down the other one. So I told her when it works, and she said we have a lot of people that they stop at a certain point and don't take it for a few days, and that seems to help them stay at the lower dosages, which is what I want. Y'all know I hate medicine, but she and I talked about my anxiety. I said it's just getting really bad, and just talking to her about it, which shouldn't get me emotional, was getting me emotional. So we talked about anxiety medication. And she said, she's not a psychologist. She said, I cannot prescribe you anxiety medicine. She says, however, Cymbalta is used for chronic pain. My ex was on it, but she was also on it for her emotional stuff too. And so starting yesterday, I have been put on Cymbalta. I am on 20 milligrams in 2 weeks. If I need to, in 14 days, I can go up to 40 milligrams, max dose for what I needed for my pain. Which I'm hoping it helps with that too. I'll let y'all know. If I need to just stay at 20, I can stay at 20, but if I need to go 40, and max dose is like 60. I asked her if it was anything bad, would it interfere with my other medications? And she said no. And I know that there is some information that's being circulated because I got asked about it. I guess there are some people that are saying that it is against the law for doctors to prescribe you narcotic medication and anti-anxiety medication or psychotropic drugs. It is not against the law. The FDA has directed the pharmaceutical companies that they must put warnings on the medication, not to mix it. If it's a narcotic, not to mix it with an antipsychotic, an anxiety medication, and vice versa. And so doctors not wanting to get sued and freaking out are forcing patients to choose. Because when somebody asked me about it sometime last year, when the policy came out, I researched it, and I had found an article about it, and that's what I told her. I said, I don't take Norco enough for it to interfere. And she says, no, ma'am. I said, it's not against the law, right? The articles that I'm reading. And she says, no, ma'am, it's not against the law. You are correct. They're just discouraging it, and doctors are freaking out, and they're making their patients choose. And you know how you have an article, and at the very bottom, it's people making comments, and there were a lot of patients that were frustrated because they were being made to pick. So the Cymbalta is not going to clash with any of the medications. So got a little nauseous, but I don't know. My first pill yesterday, but I don't know if it's the Cymbalta because tummy issues come with fibromyalgia. So I'm trying to gather some information about fibromyalgia. I will not involve it in this video, even though I did talk about my fibro a little bit, but I want to talk about everybody's fibro in general. So I will be getting some information. I don't know if I'm going to film on my phone and read the articles from the laptop. I'm thinking that's what I want to do, but in turn, there might be a glare. So, but I just wanted to come on and tell y'all that's where I've been. When I have good days, I'm not being fake on the videos. I won't film unless I'm having a real good day, but here lately, it's just seemed like more bad days than good days, and I don't like that. You know, I can have a good time, and I really love when I get to film. It does lift my spirits. It's just getting from feeling down and getting to do the videos to help me lift my spirits. It's that gap that I fail. I don't really feel like it, because there's been a couple of good meals, low carb meals, and my daughter and my niece, hey, you want to do a mukbang and eat immediately? I'm like, no, I don't really feel up to that, you know. But once I make the decision to do a video, then I feel good while I'm filming it. It does help. It's just getting to that, okay, let me film type of thing. So I'm doing fine. There's no need to worry about me, but you know, I'm very, very transparent when it comes to y'all. And I, you know, I told my daughter, I wonder if that's what's keeping me from, and then I had the emergency surgery in August, right after losing Sarge. And ever since the surgery, I've just been having a hard time. You know, I'm an emotional eater. And so some of those YouTubers that struggle with the weight loss, and even my 600-pound life, I listen to the things that they say, and they're so relatable. You know, they're just so relatable. And people that are trim and fit, who don't have a problem staying trim and fit, who've never been even as large as me, don't understand the games that you play in your head. How easy it is to justify, to make reasons. And it's not an excuse. They're reasonings in our head. And I'm hoping that when I feel better emotionally, I will be better at saying no to things, because it's getting worse. It's you see that coming back. So it's getting worse. So I'm hoping that as I feel better, I can get a better handle on the eating as well. So, you know, I don't keep a lot of naughty stuff in here, but I get in my car and I'm with the niece and, oh, let's just stop real quick, you know. And it's nothing like ginormous amounts of food, but it's like a fish sandwich from McDonald's, or maybe a couple of burritos from Taco Bell, or you know what I mean? And that stuff adds up, and you can ruin your whole day's worth of carbs with one meal. So I'm hoping to get a handle on it. She wants to see me in 6 weeks to see how the Cymbalta is working. So if y'all are struggling emotionally, I say go talk with your rheumatologist, especially if you have fibro, because they can prescribe it to you if they use it along for the chronic pain, and it is also used for chronic pain. And basically what it is, it's, you've seen the commercials where they say you're on antidepressants, but physically you still are getting the aches and pains and stuff. Well, Cymbalta can help that. So hell, I might feel better if the body starts feeling better, right? So they work hand in hand. Anyway, 13 minutes in, all just to tell you that I've been feeling bad and I am now on Cymbalta, but I wanted to explain because I'm starting to have big gaps in between filming, and I haven't done mukbangs, and I was a mukbang channel, and I want to stay a mukbang channel even though I have to do low carbs. So I'm working really hard towards feeling better. Once again, I'm not looking for sympathy. Please don't feel sorry for me. Everybody has issues. Everybody has problems. It's just, this is, you know, like a day in the life. I share everything with y'all, and I don't want to just share the fun stuff, because when you have chronic illness, there's bad stuff too. You know, there is. I mean, it's life. I don't live a charmed life. I don't live the perfect life. However, it is a pants-on day. See, I feel better already by telling y'all. So I'm hoping that within the next couple of days that fibro channel, the fibro video will be out. So God bless y'all. Thank you for listening. God bless y'all. Positive vibes out to each and every one of you. Remember to always be kind. Be your own advocate. Speak up for yourself. Say what you need. Okay? It's no shame in anybody's game. I love y'all. Bye.